guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today is a long awaited video that I've been waiting and wanting to do for the longest time ever. I tried to do this video once, but we had failed miserably because it was a mistake on my half. We ordered the wrong manifold. And before we get into the box, I'm just going to tell you guys that there are two different versions of this manifold, right? You have the version which is basically similar to stock, which has the tilt on the it tilts right here to the side to where you can basically for factory application. Or you have the other manifold, which is the one I had ordered first and I had installed before I realized we messed up. So yeah, part numbers will be on the screen, and so you guys can see which one you want. Now remember, these are PAI high performance manifolds. There are some details that I will be talking to you guys about with the manifold, the pros and all the stuff, what it offers. You know, there's like a thermocoating in it, but we'll get more into detail about that later on. But today, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the stock manifold off, and I will show you guys how you can do it yourself, save yourself some money, don't go to the mechanic. It's fairly simple. You just need basic hand tools and a torque wrench. All right guys, so first things first, while we're here, you got these clamps right here. These are an 11 millimeter socket. So take this one off right here, take this off right there as well, this clamp, right? And then you're just gonna push them through, bust them off. You might need a flathead to get these off as well. And grab this one off, move this pipe up, and then more than likely you're going to need to remove this pipe as well and push that one up to the side along with this one. So we're gonna go ahead and take these off, and you'll see how it's supposed to look like. All right guys, so this is the oil feed line right up here. This is a size 19, and you got the oil return, and that is a 13 millimeter. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Alright guys, so the feed line is a 16, and then you got to put one right here on the bottom, and then put the 19 on the top. Hold the bottom, loosen this up, and on the bottom on the return there's two size 13s. So once you take these off, move them aside, and then I believe these are a size 14 for the manifold for the turbo. And so once you take the feed and return off, we'll get to the taking the turbo off. All right guys, so keep on trucking's here, and he's taking off the manifold bolts because I'm a weak little girl. So yeah, so basically we're using the old school method where it's a size 15, but I think the correct size is in the SAE form, but 15 also works. And then you can just use this to kind of pull and kind of loosen it up. So yeah, here are the bolts right here. Remember guys, if you see them kind of getting stripped like this, you might want to replace them. So that's what I would definitely do. All right guys, so he's taking out the last bolt, and now he's gonna pull the turbo off. It's a boy. It's a boy guys. So yeah, so here we are at this part now of the the removal of the old manifold. As you can see, my old manifold Detroits are really prominent, the crack right there. And so we got that welded up when I bought the truck, but you will need a new manifold gasket and one of these new return the return line gasket. You will need to buy that at Freightliner. This is probably like together with that and this little thing, you're probably looking at like what, $5 or something. So that's the only thing that doesn't include the kit. Alright guys, so these head bolts are a size 17. Now with the kit, we will show you here in a bit. They come with brand new spacers, bolts, and the new gaskets. So just remember, when you're taking this off, don't let it fall. So that's one key thing to remember. There's no sequence of taking out the bolts, I'm pretty sure, right?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Just putting them on, you want to tighten.
Yeah, so, and don't be afraid if this just falls apart, because this is like a 3-piece, so. Neutral. But we're on the last bolt. I remember, this thing is pretty heavy, so make sure you got someone else holding it with you.
Is that my cue?
Here I go. Okay. Alright, here comes out the old crap. So, well, there's the nice quality of Detroit, you know. So yeah, so there's that. And next thing you want to do is take all the old gaskets. Now remember how they go. One goes like this, the middle one goes like this, and then the other one goes the same way as this. So now the tricky part is getting the manifold back on and putting on the gaskets, but I'll show you how to do that. Alright guys, so here is the full PAI kit. Here's the manifold right here. See, it has a tilt just like the one from the factory. Here are the supplied gaskets. Here are the brand new bolts with the spacers and the new bolts that bolt into the manifold itself. You might need some vice grips just to put them all the way in, you know, to tighten them all the way. Alright guys, so one thing I do want to note for the manifold itself, the one that I had, the part number was a 681125 HP, and then this new one, this manifold right here with the tilt, the part number is a 681127 HP. So this is their high performance manifold that they sell. This interior basically reduces the pressure loss in the manifold and allows for smoother gas flow into the turbo. And also the 3 sections are assembled with high performance sealant, as you see right there. Then they're coated with one of PAI's high temperature insulating ceramic coatings, as you guys see. And also the heat energy in the exhaust gas is not wasted and is instead channeled through the turbo, so through the turbo itself. And essentially it improves its performance and increases the engine efficiency. And also, after the coating is applied, the whole assembly goes through a final machining step, specialized CNC, which machines all the mounting surfaces, as you can see, machines all the mounting surfaces in a single step, and it perfectly aligning them on the same plane, so you're not going to have any piece of the manifold, as you can see there. You're not going to have any piece of the manifold, you know, on a line, and basically ensures a perfect mating contact with the head, which also reduces the peak stresses on the bolts, eliminating the problem of cracking around the... So there you guys have it. That is basically the summary of this manifold that I just wanted to let you guys know. Some important information to kind of note when it comes to this stuff, because there's a lot of companies out there that offer manifolds. You know, you got full tilt, you got PDI and all that stuff, but those are obviously super expensive for the average guy like me and you. You know, so maybe we can't afford a $1,500-$1,600 manifold. PAI offers this manifold for, I believe, around $800, and it is also one of their, and it's also a high performance one, so it essentially helps your engine in the long run, and it also replaces that janky old, you know, Detroit manifold that, you know, always is prone to cracking. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and install this manifold, and I will show you the process. Once again, it's pretty straightforward. The same way you took it off is the same way you put it back on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this install. Alright guys, so you might need 2 people for this. So you're gonna have to slide the gaskets basically from the bottom. You saw how we took it out. You're gonna have to put it in the same way. So basically you want to leave some free play so the gaskets, so the manifold itself is moving. And just make sure the bolt holes all align. So if you can hand tighten it, and you're all good. So you see as I lift up, this one is going in a lot easier. So that's kind of how this works. Always hand tighten it before you do your final tighten on it. Let me go grab the rest. Alright, so this will basically be all of them. So lift up, just give it a little bit of play, or lift up on it just so you can tighten it with your hands. That one's good. Alright guys, so we're putting the turbo back on.
You're the boss.
And basically lining everything up. There's 2 right there. There's 2 right here. Alright guys, so we got the manifold on, all the bolts tightened. So remember, there's a sequence for this. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so on and so forth. You can the manual. I will try to link a manual down in the description for you guys. But yeah, so we tighten the turbo to the manifold itself. Everything's on there pretty nice and tight. So yeah, last thing we have to do, I tighten the feed line. Next thing I got to do is the return. It's a little sandy out here, so I'm just cleaning everything off. We're gonna finish this up, and then you guys will see the first start with the new manifold. And honestly, I will do an update video for you guys on this. I will see what my you know, let's say just the engine temp itself, let's see what the temp is with the manifold, because I know normally heavy I'm about like 186, you know, 190 being heavy. So I'll do an update video for you guys later on, just to see, you know, 1 week later, see how the manifold's acting. If you know, the cooling, as they say this manifold should do, it should, you know, reduce engine temps and all that stuff. We'll see. You know how I like to do. I like to put things to the test. But so far so good. Everything is lining up. The nice made in USA. The manifold is definitely pretty amazing. Thank you, PAI. I greatly appreciate, you know, you sending this out for us to give it a shot. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up and then start her up. All right guys, so here it is, everything installed. Tighten everything back up, we're all good. Put the return back on, tighten the 2 bolts, just make sure they're good and tight. Make sure the feed line is tight. Tighten these back up. So remember, 11, 17, 15, this is a 19, the bottom one is a 16, and the feed line or the return line is a 13, and these are 11s and a flathead. So pretty basic tools. You can do it yourself. Just make sure you have a torque wrench when you do this. When I looked it up online, the manifold itself, these bolts, 43 to 54 foot-pounds of torque. It's not really that much, but just remember to do it in the right torque sequence when you're putting it back on, because it matters. So yeah guys, there you go. We're about to do the first start, and let's see if we got any exhaust leaks or leaks in general. have it. The manifold is installed. I just want to say a big shout out to PAI Industries. They are literally right there in Suwanee, Georgia, I believe. So the shipping times were pretty fast. Very helpful customer service, and they make a lot of stuff for Detroit. So if you guys need an engine rebuild kit, a manifold, cam, turbo, whatever you need, a head, I believe they also make all that stuff. I will link their website down below. And so yeah, guys, I will definitely let you know within a week how this manifold is performing, as in if it's lowering the actual engine temps as they say it would do. But I'm pretty sure it will, because it's honestly, just by looking at it and seeing how the insides are and the seals and whatnot, it's definitely a lot better than OEM. And in my opinion, this manifold is way more affordable than PDI, full tilt, and all that stuff. It is a great replacement for a high performance manifold, as they say it is. So in that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below what you think. If you're interested, guys, go ahead and give PAI a call, and you know, go ahead and order yourself one if you're in the market to you know, replace your manifold and get some better performance out of your engine, you know, because you can also get a tune with this thing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that DIY. Hope it helped you guys. It'll definitely help you save $400 or $500 at the mechanics. You know, they'll probably charge you a couple hours to do it, but in reality it only takes 2. So but yeah, guys, make sure, if you're not subscribed, hit that sub button, leave a comment, like the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.